Okay.
Right. So you can see there's a switch, right? And this switch actually harvesting mechanical energies. And inside that, kind of look into the inside switch, you can see there's a mechanical magnetic coil.
Yeah.
So once there's a magnetic stuff moving across the coil, it's going to once you have the movement, also magnetic field, it's going to generate electricity. Yeah. So that's electricity can actually power our BOE chip, and then sending the signal to turn on, turn off the device. So you can see there's no batteries.
Right.
And this switch can be installed anywhere in the house. You don't have to install the wires. You don't have to worry about the battery for the rest of the installation. So it's also
so fun.
Right. So doing all these sustainability.
So the only thing you need to power is receiver.
Yeah, receiver. Yeah. So this will be the kind of on the wall, on the ceiling, those kind of things. So that's called a mechanical switching, kind of harvesting a kinetic energy, right? Another thing is harvesting the thermal. So what I'm demoing here is, this is actually the thermal harvester. You can see there's a receiver, right? It keeps on sending. So once this device is going to send a signal to the receiver, so you can see that's actually receiving signals.
Yeah.
How that works is you can see there's a heat sink, so they can see there's a temperature flow from high to low. So I'm working with Matrix is our partners. They can actually harvest in these thermal energies. Once there is a thermal flow, delta of the temperatures, thermal flows they will be able to harvest in these using these thermal flow deltas to generate the electricity and to power our chip, and then send a signal to the device.
I remember about this in my school program. Like it was only like theory, like theoretically we could harvest. Now it's reality.
Yes, so you can see that's one of the application we'll be using. You have a heat sink, right? You have this big heater tank.
Yeah.
You want to monitor either temperatures or want to have the kind of leaking proof. That's kind of sensors. The sensor has to run all the time.
Yeah.
And also you can harvest the heat kind of dissipate from the heat sink or from the tank, and to power the devices.
Yeah.
So you don't have to install the batteries, and actually the energy source is always there, kind of continuous.
Right. So how hard is it to make this receiver for?
So receivers usually as long as you can generate this kind of energy flow, thermal flow, that will work. But because you have to working with some specific, Matrix is a company that building these thermal energy harvesting chips. They'll be able to. They have some specific implementation that they will be able to harvesting the thermal energies, right? So, but in theory, you have to create these kind of thermal flows for you to. Once you have this data on the temperatures, you'll be able to harvest.
So it needs to still connect to the outside to understand the delta.
Right.
The actual
Right. For example, as long as you have some application, as long as you have some temperature differences, then you can harvesting the energies from that.
Right.
Right. Because once the energy